They say monsters live in the mountains. A lie. Monsters live behind walls, sit on thrones, and pay with gold for others to do the dirty work. I know, because I was the dirty work. They teach us to fear the darkness of the woods. But true monstrosity doesn't live in the mountains. It lives behind stone and iron, safe in its domains. He surrounds himself with chains and servants to feed his ego. And therein lies the difference. The wild beast kills out of hunger. Man destroys because he can. I am no better than them. I hunted her, I delivered her. The only difference is that I stopped, but too late. I always wondered why they wanted her intact. No marks, the contract said. The Lord is rotten inside. His power devours him, and he needs fresh fuel. Her blood, as old as the mountains, pure. They say a drop can heal a broken bone, that a cup buys you one more year of life. I drink ice so I don't die today. He drinks her life so he never dies. He is draining her, drop by drop. She is not a prisoner. She is livestock. I have to get there before he leaves her dry, before he turns her into an empty corpse. I crawl over the crust of ice. The ground is as hard as marble. I don't sink, I strike myself against it. Hunger tightens its grip. I throw myself to the ground and dig at the frozen surface with whatever I have on hand. I find an old, dry root. Misery. I bring it to my mouth. I bite. The wood is frozen, but my teeth clench with rage. I advance meter by meter to the south. No shelter, no rest. I crawl, even though my body is already broken, until I collapse. The snow no longer burns. Now it feels warm. It is the sweet end. I close my eyes, waiting for the eternal darkness. I open my eyes. A figure is sitting in front of me. I only see the gleam of two eyes studying me. It applies something to my wounds. A black, hot paste. It smells like burnt earth and musk. It hurts like hell then. Relief. It burns herbs in the fire. The smoke is dense, violet. It makes me dizzy. It drags me into a deep trance where reality bends. I am standing in the snow again, but the cold no longer bites. I look at my hands. They are no longer the broken hands of an old tracker. They are covered in dense fur. The nails have lengthened into black, curved claws. I start to run. I do not crawl. I fly over the ice. Without pain in my knees, without the weight of the years. I am pure instinct, I am free. And by my side, her, the feline, unchained. She runs shoulder to shoulder with me, not as my prey, but as my equal. The hooded figure is not showing me the past. It shows me a possibility. An open door to another way of existing. While I heal, she withers. The Lord wastes no time. He consumes her drop by drop, seeking eternal life. To him, she is not a living being. She is fuel. Something to be burned and thrown away. The Lord smiles, expecting submission. He is wrong. She opens her mouth slightly. No scream comes out, only a vibration. A low-frequency infrasound that the human ear cannot catch, but that instinct recognizes as pure terror. Humans only feel nausea. But the animals, they hear the command. The Lord's white lions, his precious pets chained to the throne, go mad. Their pupils dilate. They feel the call of a queen. They attack, not her, the guards, their masters. The hall becomes a pandemonium of roars and steel. She smiles, blood-stained teeth. But the Lord is no amateur. He makes a signal. Two brutes strike her with the pommels of their swords. The Lord approaches and orders to increase the draining. She has won a moral battle, but lost the physical war. And soon, there will be nothing left to save. The smoke clears. I return to the cold cave. My body aches again, but my mind is still running on 4 legs. I look at the figure. "What was that?" I ask with a raspy voice. The hood tilts slightly. His voice is like grinding stones. "It was not a dream," he says. "It was a memory of what you were, of what you can be." I try to stand up. Rage pushes me. "I have to go get her," I growl. The shaman does not touch me. He just throws a powder into the fire. A violet flash. The vision hits me all at once. I see myself arriving at the fortress gate as a human. Limping, weak. The guards tear me to pieces in seconds. My head ends up on a pike. She dies alone. The vision changes. The beast. Breaking down the doors, unstoppable. "Go as a man, and you will be meat," he whispers. "Go as a beast, and you will be war." I blink. The smoke disappears. I am alone. The cave is empty. The fire is just embers. The shaman is gone as if he had never been there. But he has left something. In the snow, at the cave exit, there are marks. Symbols drawn in the ice and footprints that are not human. They do not point south toward the fortress. They point toward the Black Mountains, into the deep. I look south. She is there, dying. My instinct screams at me to run toward her. Then I look at the footprints, the opposite direction, the Black Mountains. It is the cruelest decision of my life. To save her, I have to abandon her. I turn my back on the south. I take the first step toward the mountains. Every meter I move away from her breaks my heart. But it is the only way to return, as the monster I need to be. The dungeon is silent, save for the dripping of dirty water and her own ragged breathing. The draining has left her pale. Then a smell hits the air. The grotesque appears, only his immense silhouette blocking the little light. She looks up, her pupils dilate. It is not fear she feels now. It is memory. The Bone Village was not always a cemetery. We see life, agile felines jumping between the giant ribs. Children playing, elders carving ivory. There was color. There were fabrics in the wind. There was laughter. She was there, young, strong, without scars. A guardian. Chaos enters, shattering the peace. The grotesque and his hyena burst in. It is not a hunt, it is a massacre. The Lord wanted one alive, but the grotesque does not know subtlety. He crushes, he burns, he destroys. They run toward the mountains. She does not run. She stays behind. She fights. She is fast. She makes cuts on his arms, but he is a wall of flesh. She lets out a feline grunt, but manages to release a bone beam that falls on the grotesque. She crawls. She flees. The grotesque returns empty-handed to the Lord. We see the disappointment of the Lord, who decides to hire a professional next time. She, wounded, limping, climbs the mountains looking for her people. But the north is cruel. A blizzard rises. We see the snow covering the footprints of her family, erasing the path. She lets out a feline grunt at the storm. No one responds. The white has swallowed everything. Without family and without direction, she returns to the only thing she knows, the smoking ruins of the village. She heals herself. She barely survives, waiting for someone to return. Weeks of silence. Until one day, she sees a silhouette on the horizon. She thinks it is her family returning. But no. It is a man on a rhinoceros. And this time, the hunt is clean. Back to the dungeon. The grotesque is still there, breathing heavily. He looks at her with mockery. He failed to hunt her, but in the end, she ended up in his cage anyway. She, despite the weakness, shows him her teeth, a low hiss. He turns around and leaves, dragging his feet. She is left alone, but the memory has ignited something. She survived once. She can do it twice. The mountain is a wall of ice and obsidian, vertical, deadly. 3 days ago, climbing this would have killed me. Today, my fingers find crevices I didn't see. My muscles don't burn, they vibrate. I dig my nails into the stone. My hands are hooks. The rock is no longer hard, it feels like skin. The air up here is thin, almost poison. But I take a deep breath. And then, The world opens up. I don't just see snow. I smell the life beneath it. I smell the fear of a hare 300 meters away. I smell the dried blood of a wolf that died last week. I smell the storm forming in the north before the clouds even appear. The wind howls, but I hear through the noise. I hear the creak of a glacier kilometers below. I hear the flutter of a falcon at the peak. I hear my own heart. It no longer beats like a human drum, fast and weak. It beats slowly, strongly. Boom, boom, like a warhammer. I look at my arm. The veins stand out beneath the skin, black, swollen. The shaman's pace didn't cure me, it changed me. I am not cold. At 30 degrees below zero, the bare skin is too much. I reach a ledge. I look down. The world of men seems small, ridiculous. Now I understand. He didn't send me to climb. He sent me to a place where the human had to die, so the beast could be born. I am not alone on this rock. I feel a gaze fixed on the back of my neck, colder than the wind. I look up. On an unreachable peak, outlined against the black clouds, there is a silhouette. The shaman. He is there, motionless. His eyes shine through the bandages, judging my ascent. He hasn't come to help me. He has come to see if I survive the test. He knows that something else inhabits these vertical walls. Suddenly, an immense shadow appears. It is not a cloud, it is a predator. A prehistoric eagle. 6 meters of wingspan diving straight toward me. I am trapped. In front of me, the void. I have no spear. I have no shield. I only have my knife. For a man, this is a death sentence. The attack is brutal. I feel my bones crack as those enormous claws tear my skin. No matter how hard I try to resist, the prehistoric eagle grabs me and lifts me thousands of meters up. If I let go, I will die, crushed against the rock. If I let myself be carried away, this monster will drag me to its nest to devour me with its beak. But the shaman set this trap for a reason. If I don't show my fury, I won't be able to transform. I have to rescue her. I have to fix my mistake. With blind rage, I crush its eye. The beast shrieks and drops me. The void swallows me in free fall. I will not survive this impact. It is impossible. But as I fall, I begin to feel it. Something boils. Something is transforming from within. The sky disappears in a vortex of shadows. The violet smoke burns me inside. My bones crack, rewrite themselves, and stretch. The man is dead. I crash against the mountain. I breathe. A human would be dead. I am not. I open my eyes. The cold of the snow gives me back my breath. I am not alone. The black figure of the shaman is outlined against the storm. He approaches and observes me in silence. He knows the human is dead. He knows the monster has survived the fall. The shaman kneels before me. There are no words. He just hands me heavy pieces of dark leather and metal. Armor. I extend my claw and take the equipment. The pact is sealed. I stand up. I adjust the straps and buckles with my own claws. The leather clings perfectly to this new skin. I take a deep breath, facing the abyss. I am no longer an old human tracker, weak and broken. I am the beast of the mountain, and I am ready for war. The Lord's fortress rises in the night. The torches spit fire on the walls, and the guards patrol, confident in their walls. Ignoring that, winter has brought something new to their door. I no longer walk like a man, sinking into the snow. I move over it faster than a wolf, quieter than the wind. I reach the outer wall. A guard passes above me. The light of his torch briefly illuminates me. He does not see me. He does not hear me. My heart beats slowly and strongly, hammering a single order. Kill. The war starts now. The guards watch the horizon from the walls. They are stupid. No one looks down. I climb the vertical wood, scaling through the blind spot of their torches. I reach the walkway right below the first lookout. He doesn't smell me in time. I jump. One claw silences his mouth, the other breaks his neck with a dull crunch. I do not stop. I begin to kill from the towers downward, clearing the wall in absolute silence. A body falls poorly and hits the courtyard. The enormous mastiffs smell the blood and begin to bark furiously, pulling at their chains. The alarm horns roar, shattering the night. The guards run to defend the fortress doors. They are late. I am already inside. I ignore the courtyard and the chaos of the alarms. I close my eyes for a second and breathe in the dense air of the fortress. There it is, an invisible thread between the smoke and the human sweat. It smells like pure blood, iron, and her. My new senses mark the exact path. I do not hesitate. I dive into the bowels of the rock. The underground corridors are narrow and damp. I move, clinging to the darkness, faster than the flicker of a torch. The guards blocking the way die before they can scream. A slash to the throat, a broken neck. I eliminate them fast, in absolute silence. I leave a trail of corpses without alerting the rest. I destroy the last lock and enter the dungeon. The smell of copper hits my face. And then I see her. The draining has left her pale, consumed, almost empty. But among the shadows, her golden eyes open and look at me. She is alive. I break the iron off the wall with my own hands. The metal creaks and gives way, but she doesn't even flinch. She is cold, almost a corpse. The Lord has emptied her. There is barely an imperceptible thread of breath left in her chest. I gather her in my arms. Life escapes her by the second, and the urgency boils my blood. I have to get her out of this slaughterhouse right now, before her heart extinguishes completely. Above, the horns keep howling. But now my hands are full, holding the only thing that matters. And I have to cross an entire fortress to return her to the snow. I advance toward the exit with her in my arms, but an immense shadow blocks the corridor. The grotesque and his hyena block our path. They break me against the stone. I bite the dust, tasting my blood. I am losing. But I turn my head and see her lying there, defenseless. A roar that is not human tears through my throat, and I spring up like a coil. I lunge forward. The hyena jumps, but my new claws are faster. They sink into its neck, and I rip its life away in a single brutal tear. I give him no time to react. I grab the grotesque by the collar of his neck, drag him down the hallway, and I pounce on him. Looking at his mask, I see my rhinoceros falling in the snow again, with its heart pierced. 30 years of loyalty that this monster extinguished, laughing. Now I collect. I crush him against the ice, destroying him with clean blows from my own hands. I crush him until there is nothing left moving beneath my fists. I breathe fire, victorious. I turn around, but the floor is empty. There are only human boot prints. They have snatched her from behind my back. She is with the Lord. The outer courtyard is a sea of steel. Hundreds of soldiers form in front of the Lord. He is on top of the platform, shielded from me, and she is by his side, with 4 guards holding her on her knees. They are going to drain her last drop of blood in public. From the fortress gate, the distance suffocates me. Rage burns me. But if I charge head-on against hundreds of swords, they will cut her throat before I reach halfway. Suddenly, the sun disappears. An immense shadow covers the fortress, and a shriek tears the air. It is the prehistoric eagle. It is missing the eye I crushed. It dives on the army like a meteorite of feathers and claws. It destroys soldiers, throws armored bodies through the air. The formations break. The panic is absolute. No one looks at the gates. Everyone looks at the sky. I only look at her. I charge. I am a straight line of death, cutting through the chaos. I tear apart anyone who crosses my path and fall upon the executioners, annihilating them before they blink. I have her. The Lord crawls backward, terrified. There is no longer an army to cover him. He cries, he begs. He offers me all his gold.
Please.
He doesn't understand that the beast doesn't eat coins.
Let me live.
A clean swipe tears away his life and his promises. The eagle lands beside us and offers us its back. With a thrust that raises a hurricane of snow, we take off. We leave the fortress behind, rising into the cold sky, straight toward the heart of the Black Mountains. The eagle abandons us on the highest peak of the Forbidden Mountains. I enter the dark cave with her dying in my arms, weighing less and less. The shaman is already there, waiting for us. The human would have begged with words. The beast simply shoots him a look of pure desperation.
Yeah.
His hands make a slow gesture and, suddenly, his intention hits my mind with absolute clarity. I understand the price. To replace the blood the Lord stole from her, I have to give her mine. I don't hesitate for a fraction of a second. I offer myself. I extend my arms over the ash, willing to open my veins if that is what he asks. But there are no knives. The shaman raises his hands, and the bonfire erupts in a silent glow. It is not my physical blood he extracts, it is my essence. A brilliant mist, golden and violet, begins to emanate from my body. Flowing, guided by the shaman's fingers directly into her chest. I am giving her the strength of the monster to ignite her extinguished heart. The violet glow fades. She takes a gasp of freezing air and opens her eyes. Her golden pupils recognize me. She is still alive. There are no words. In this cave, the silence is so dense it can be touched. My new beast mind perceives an unfathomable presence before us. A question forms itself in my head without using a voice. What are you really? The answer does not enter through my ears. It explodes directly into my consciousness. He is not human. He is not feline. He is the last of a nameless lineage that walked the rock before the ice existed. He has been alive since the beginning of time, anchored to this peak, bearing witness to everything. His mind floods me with visions that crush me. He shows me my former race. Men breaking everything. Millennia of wars, extermination, and slavery. He transmits to me a cold, mathematical truth. The world depends on the exact balance between light and darkness. But the scale is breaking under the weight of human destruction. And he makes me understand, with a shiver that runs through my entire body, what happens when the balance is lost forever. The Great Reset arrives. The end of everything. He reveals to me that his hands are tied by unbreakable laws. He cannot intervene directly in the massacre of the world, except for rare exceptions. And I was one of them. A human hunter who renounced wealth out of pure mercy. A man, devoured by guilt and rage, so disgusted with his own race that he begged to stop being a part of it. I was his perfect tool, a small fissure in destiny to return some balance to the scale. She assimilates this ancient truth in her mind, just like me. She weakly turns her face and fixes her golden eyes on the shaman. There is no need for her to articulate a single word. The silence of the cave screams her pain, and her only question: where is my people? What happened to my kin? The millennial entity holds her gaze and, with the same supernatural calm, delivers the answer directly into her consciousness. He guided them himself. Her species is pure, incapable of harboring evil, and their time among humans had ended. He shows us the image, her people crossing the immense wall of ice. A barren and brutal territory where humans would freeze in minutes, but where they can live free. They are gone forever, safe but unreachable. She breathes heavily, recovered, and we melt into an embrace. I am no longer a man, and she is no longer alone. My beast's gaze shoots the final question at him, the only one that matters now. What do the two of us do? Alone? Unique in our species in a world that wants us dead. The shaman does not respond with visions, and walks toward the exit of the cave. The storm howls outside, but he stands at the edge of the abyss, raises his bony arm, and points. He is showing us the door to where her people went, toward the immense wall of ice. The white immensity devours us. We arrive before the wall of ice, a titanic barrier that cuts through the sky and the earth. We are two minuscule dots before eternity. Men build walls to enclose. This wall is different. This wall separates those who choose to destroy from those who chose to disappear. I destroyed all my life. I hunted, I bound, I delivered. Now I am on the other side. Not because I deserve it, because she let me choose. I promised this part in a week, and it took me longer. The reason? I respect you too much to deliver something that doesn't reach my heart. I promise to be faster, but never at the expense of quality. That is only going to go up. Now you are in charge. What pending second part do you want for next week? Or do we start a new adventure? It's your channel. I'll read you below. Like, share, and comment.